Ba-na-na-na. Hello heroes, what's going on? GamingNavi here, and today we are gonna play a bit of a new, different game this time. Playing a bit of a visual novel. So we're gonna go through. There we go. So the Elgato game. So the game thing, it's not capturing right now. I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to do a full window capture, like what we were doing with Persona 5 modded. So if I like Persona 5 modded, this isn't gonna crash on us. At least I hope not. Got my emotional support plushie here just in case it does. Alright, so we're gonna select our language, because we speak English. Oh. The game discusses ideas and views is phrasing that may make individuals in the autism spectrum, as well as those with close to people with epilepsy or depression, deeply uncomfortable. Like you show a few more details by clicking the above. So we're gonna not spoil ourselves. Well, so question for the chat, do you guys want a bit of a spoiler to see? Because I have no idea what we're getting into. Like, this is new to me. This was recommended to me by a friend of mine named Strain. He 42, John, he's an awesome guy. He recommended me to play this. And so yeah, no spoilers. Okay. So I have no idea what I'm going into. Just the vague description of what he told me. I consent to playing to the exposure of content, sure. Data play immersion features an auto-delete feature for your save files. Other data needs to progress and be remembered. Save files will be cleared for a predetermined time. You won't be able to go back. If you see this image, then don't worry, they're already gone. You'll be safe. You have to keep moving forward. Noted. Oh. This game is a work of fiction. Any names, characters, places, businesses, events, and situations are either... There, look at his feet. Alright, more importantly, oh, okay. Well, at least they're all of age. Oh. 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 Sirens Call. Escape velocity. Let's see. Window. Let's go full screen. There we go. Tried the new Fortnite season. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the new season. I almost got a victory this morning when I was playing my first game, and I got to the top 2 with a lot of kills in my belt, and then I died right at the end. Let's go do a new game. Let's see what we're in for. I have Fortnite Crew, so I already had the battle pass. What I'm gonna use all my V-Bucks and such for is getting the music pass so I can get Snoop Dogg. Ryan is cognitively unable to tell the truth, and that is why we call what he writes fiction. Fiction is a lie through which we all tell the truth. The story is a work of fiction. You what, Meowdus? Sirens Call. But-choo! Okay, he just fired another rocket into the sky, but no one is looking at it. They're looking down at the heartless asphalt. They're panicking. But I won't look down. I can't. So I'll keep looking up at this rocket. Rockets. No matter what the experts say, rockets only exist for one purpose. They're our ticket for leaving home, the prototype of our salvation. Everyone knows it. Everybody knows we're gonna need to get the hell off this planet. But Florida has amusement parks, beaches, and bottomless margaritas, so it's good at helping people ignore how screwed we are. They still know, though. Everybody knows. But nobody talks about it. You need to look down, Oliver. That's the duplicity of Florida. It's our gateway to the cold, inevitable unknown, and our own personal Lotus Land. To here we arrive, and from here we shall leave. That is our claim to fame. Oh, and the weather. That's right. We're famous for our hurricanes. This isn't how adults deal with their problems. Maybe someday, when all our bags are packed with our fancy new rockets or stuffed to the brim with human cargo, a giant hurricane will inexplicably cover the state. We'll be trapped, forced to live with the consequences of our actions. We'll be unable to run away. Cut the crap, Oliver. It's your fault this happened. You need to own up to it. The music definitely has me unsettled, I'm gonna say that. So be a fucking adult and open your eyes. I love people, but there's a part of me that kind of wants something like that to happen, I think. It'd be nice if there was some sense of justice in all this. But I love people too much. Even if they're confusing and inconsistent, I still want to lift people up. Good people lift each other higher and higher towards where they're meant to be, towards their own personal heaven. Not because it's easy, because it's right. Yeah, good people are like rocket fuel. Or maybe they're more like the fuel tank itself, burning away their combustible innards. I wonder, does anyone even go fish? Does anyone go fish those fuel tanks out of the ocean? Are they required to? I doubt it. They're just empty husks after all. Even so, somebody has to be a fuel tank. It might as well be me. I'd rather be me than anyone I care about. I'd rather it be me than Violet. Violet. Wait, why am I thinking about this? People are panicking just now. They were panicking so much that no one was watching the rocket. This me as a background looking a little bit more faded this time. But wouldn't that be considered normal? Isn't it normal to be afraid? Maybe I'm wrong about all this stuff. Maybe we don't need to be trapped here by a hurricane or whatever. Yeah, the world was lovely once. A veritable Garden of Eden. But maybe that's not what we need to mature as a species. Things might just be better somewhere else. After all, isn't that why we all work so hard to help you leave? Hey, Strain, how you doing? Hey, John, how you doing? I'm so used to calling people by their screen names. I hope you're having a great day. Oh. 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 There we go. I'm just gonna keep... I don't know why I keep doing that. You have 5 new messages. First message. Hey there, college boy. It's Mom. Well, Violet's mom anyway, obviously. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I can't believe you're actually going to college. I'm so proud. Anywho, I'll be back from Denver later tonight, assuming there are no delays. I'll probably be tired, so I'm just gonna drop off my luggage and we'll make a beeline for your hotel. We won't have time for him to drive through anywhere, so you should probably eat something before I pick you up. I'll likely be back by 8:30, so make sure you're ready to go by then, okay? Hi, Razorblade, how you doing? Come here, Oz. What else? What else? Oh! Can you make sure Violet cleans up a bit before I get there? I doubt you two made much of a mess. It's just extra work, you know? No pressure, though. Well, enjoy the day. Can't wait to hear about your summer. College. How exciting. Get ready! End of message. To delete message, press 9. Saved message. Dude, it's 2011. Get a cell phone. You're literally the only person I have leave voicemails for at this point. I'm not doing this anymore once you move to Asheville. I mean it. It's dumb. Even Emil isn't that backwards. I'm pretty sure he still carries around a pocket watch. Anyway, I'll be at Flagler at the usual spot. I'll buy you a burger or something. So come on down whenever. Later, bro. End of message. To delete message, press 9. Next message. Hey there, nerd. It's Andy. You're not getting out training just because it's your last day in town, you know. We'll have to cut it a bit short today, but that's fine as long as you make time to go back home and say goodbye to Judy as well. You are planning on doing that, right? You know she'd be devastated otherwise. Well, whatever. I'll be warming up at the park, so hurry on over. It's hot though, so bring some water if you don't want to die. Or don't. Your call. Bye. End of message. To delete message, press 9. Next message. Oliver, Emil here. I was wondering if you finished up with that book yet. We might not get another chance to discuss it in person, given the circumstances, and I can't think of a better way to spend the day. I'll be at the library when you're ready. Also, one other thing. Have you been deleting those voicemails like we discussed? I doubt anything would come of it, but it's best to leave our trail cold, simply as a precaution. You're a leader, so I'm sure you've been on top of things per normal, but I figured it wouldn't hurt you to remind you, just in case. Regardless, I'll see you soon. Stay sharp. End of message. To delete message, press 9. Next message. Oh, she's cute. Oliver? Hi, how are you? How's Violet? It's Judith, by the way, not Andy. I know we sound similar over the phone, so I don't want to confuse you again. I'm going to basically be using the same voice for everyone at this point. I'm sorry. Remember to delete your messages. Oh, is that actual? Happy last day of summer, I guess. Are you feeling okay? Do you have any plans today? I know you probably have to pack, of course, but after that, are you doing anything fun? It's the last day of summer, so it should be fun, right? You're probably busy, though. I'd be busy, too, if I was going to college. That's why you didn't answer the phone, right? Because you're busy. I'm sorry if I disturbed you. If I don't see you again, good luck at college. Make sure to let us know when you're back home for breaks and stuff, okay? Okay, good luck out there. Thank you, Oliver. Goodbye. Can't wait till I can do voice training so I can voice these characters better. Andy would. End of message. To delete message, press 9. There are no new messages. To repeat saved messages, press 1 now. The lucidity system. Sometimes all you need to do is take it nice and slow. If Oliver is exposed to information that brings him closer to the truth, he will naturally gain lucidity. This thingy. When faced with a difficult social situation, he can use some lucidity to focus more on what he should do next. The hints you get from lucidity make escaping Sirens Call easier. Socializing can be a nightmare, so if you see Miss Lawrence, consider her following her teachings and meditate on the situation at hand. However, some late-game choices may only be made if Oliver has lots of lucidity. Oh, fun. So I gotta go prepare a guide. Well, first things first, let's create a save. Oh. You got the medals, 1, 2, and 3. Life goes on, anything goes, come on, oppose. This house does not belong to you. Okay. That happened. I check the. I have no new message. Check the press 1 now. Okay. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen, I guess. Oh boy. So we are here. We're gonna hang out with that guy. I'm gonna go hang out with her. We can go hang out with this guy, or we can go hang out with her. So we're gonna go. She wants me to go She wants to get a bite to eat, so I guess I can try and make my. Oh man, I want to hang out with Judith. Cause I know I need to go see this guy and go eat because that's what she told me to go do. And I want to go see her because she's cute. We start this guy, so we're gonna get something to eat. Oh, you got the medal, 1, 2, and 3. Life goes on, anything goes. Come in a pose. Hey there, Oliver. Lovely weather we're having today, huh? Somebody I don't recognize says something to me while I'm walking. As nondescript and generic as this moment is, I still make an effort to smile and wave as we pass by. Ash is sitting outside of Jake's crab bucket, playing on his cell phone. He seems to notice me approaching, though, and gets up from his seat, flipping his phone and closed it in the process. Hey, dude. He only looks at me for a second before turning towards the restaurant. You hungry? I'm hungry, so let's get some food. Oh, and I'm buying, but you gotta order water if you're thirsty, okay? Yeah, whatever food you want, but I'm not paying $3 for a soda. Money's kinda tight right now. It doesn't take long for Ash to place our order. I always get a steakhouse burger whenever I come here. Anyway, I guess he's picked up on that. He even remembers I like mine medium rare and tells the waitress as much during our order. It's a real treat to watch him be accommodating like this, given how abrasive he is sometimes. Normally, whenever the 6 of us eat, Ash just plays on his phone until the food arrives, letting Emil and Judith do most of the strategizing. There's nothing normal about today, though, is there? I'm gonna be real, man. Things were really shitty before I met you. Ash immediately jumps to it, as brazen as always. He fills the bandage on his wrist before eventually squeezing it with his right hand. And even after that, I'm still pretty sure that summer was gonna be lame. No offense. I had it all planned out. I was gonna work with Dad on the weekends, the weekdays, maybe hop online at night, play some Bone Sword with you and Emil. I was gonna keep on trying shit like that, over and over again. That day, and the next until, I don't know. I started to feel like an actual adult, I guess. That was the plan. That was my plan. It was all I had. Ashton scowls, putting any more pressure on his wrist. Never thought I'd end up being a hero. I didn't even know something like that was possible for a guy like me. You and I aren't heroes, Ash. I always thought I was just some jerk. Just another one of those punks at school no one gives a damn about once you're not stuck in the same class with them anymore. It's crazy how things ended up, though. How's your wrist healing up? My wrist? Yeah, it'll heal. It still stings a bit, though. I don't know if you saw, that thing bit down to the bone when it attacked me. If it wasn't for Emil jumping in, I'd probably have a hook for a hand. Which would be dope, but a lot harder to explain to my old man. Know what I mean? Kinda excited how the scar ends up looking, though. Not gonna lie. I don't really know what I'm gonna do now, though. All the important stuff is over, so I guess it's time for me to start acting like an actual adult. Working at B-Mobile with Dad probably isn't gonna cut, though. I don't want to be one of those dudes that peaked when he was 18. I don't think it's gonna be good anymore. Let's regress. Oh, that lets me go back. I see. So it is how they get you. That is true. Also, nya. Just saw you redeem there, ref. Can't throw things. Wait, is it still not working? It should be working now, I think. You could try it now. I feel amazing. Every time we came out the other end of that locker, I had to make peace with the fact that tonight could be— OW! Well, noted, it works. It's dangerous to go alone. And y'all just threw an entire treasure chest at me. Y'all could have died back there, you know? Really thought about too much. But we definitely could have just ate shit and died, right? And my old man would have had no way of knowing what happened to me. I used to think that part a lot when we first started. Like, what happened to my body and stuff? I didn't know if anyone would be able to find it. I wasn't sure if I'd rot back there, or if I'd end up like those guys who found their heads split open on the sidewalk. Didn't know what should be worse, honestly. It was really creepy, going to that place every night. But I think being brave isn't the absence of fear. Bravery is doing what needs to be done, even if it's scary. I can imagine like Ryuji in Persona 5 saying that. I used to be such a coward back in high school, starting fights I never had a chance of losing. It's not enough that I just fight, though. It has to be a fight you might not win. I feel like I finally earned the right to view myself as brave now. I feel brave. I feel amazing. I don't really know what I'm gonna do now, though. All the important stuff is over, so it's time for me to— okay. Regress! Just go back! You really think it's all over then, huh? That's what Emil says anyway. I know it hasn't been wrong yet. I'm sure it'll be fine. Those sudden death incidents were happening a whole bunch before, right? And now we've gone 2 weeks without anyone seizing. That's gotta mean something, dude. Not only that, but the backside of the locker's been completely dead every time we've gone in since. I get where you're coming from, but that place is a total wasteland now. So relax, okay? You did good. We all did good. I don't really know what I'm gonna do now, though. All the important stuff is over, okay. But it's pretty hard to top everything that's happened to us. When I do, though, I want to be able to let my brother and Aaron Arms know about it. So Ashton places something on the table. It's a brand new cell phone, along with a pretty slick looking case to go along with it. This is for you. I'm not gonna be one of those guys as you were friends with in high school and never ended up talking to again. I can't help but try and hide my discomfort as Ashton slides the phone across the table. What? You weren't gonna buy one anyways. So take it. We have some spares lying around the house anyway. Yes, anyway, I'm sure Dad won't miss it. I do as I'm told, put Ashton's gift in my backpack. The only one of us is actually leaving Florida, so I figured you're the one that needed a new phone the most. Emil, Judy, and Andy are all within walking distance, and Violet isn't leaving Sirens Call anytime soon. So that only leaves you. We can't talk about what happened with other people, so it's important we all still have a way to keep in touch, isn't it? Like, we fought together, dude. We bled together. You're not just gonna drop off the face of the earth, right? Of course not. Okay, cool. Better keep to that. When I start my new badass life as an adult, I want you to know all about it. Don't tell the others, but I've been thinking about getting a houseboat and when I'm finally able to move out of my dad's place. Got no idea what I'm gonna do for a job, though. Hey, I know pirates aren't really a thing anymore, but how about detectives? We've both got some experience solving mysteries now, don't we? Maybe if this whole higher education thing doesn't work out, you can move back down here and the two of us can start something up. This might even be a way to turn what we did in the underworld into something that makes us into some serious cash. It'd be nice to keep doing what we've been doing, but actually get paid for it. What do you think about that, my dude? We talk about Ashton's ideal future until our food arrives. After a bit, we finish eating, and Ashton, true to his word, foots the bill. Ow! Damn, guess this is it, huh? I'm sure you've got other things that you gotta do, so I'll leave you to it. Ashton walks over and hands me a small slip of paper with his phone number on it. Give me a call once you've touched down in Asheville, right? I love you, bro. Thanks for the adventures. I acknowledge Ashton's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Stay cool. Phone acquired. Journal pages 2 through 6 have been recalled. Oh. When you paint a big fake smile on your face, it only takes a little rain to wash it off. Remember that. What is going? Persona users solving mysteries? That sounds stupid. Yeah, like that one game that my chat was telling me to play. What was it? Persona 4? Yeah, that'll never take off as a game. I'm gonna go hang out with Judith now. Oh. Oh. Good luck up there in Nashville, Mr. Long and Tall. Somebody I don't recognize says something to me while I'm walking. As nondescript and generic as the moment is, I still make an effort to smile and wave as we pass each other by. I like the oil paintings back here. They're really cool. I approach Judith's house and ring the doorbell. Surely she's home today, right? I'll be right there. She's cute. You came! Oh my gosh, you actually came. Wait, where's Violet? Aren't you two spending the day together? Wait right there. I have the oven on. Just give me a minute. Don't come in yet, please. I mean it. Don't come in. Just a little bit longer. She baked a cake, didn't she? Sorry about that. We're good now. Come on in and sit down. I'll make us something to drink. You're gonna make a drink? I don't know what that implies. Judith's house, our base of operations, is as hospitable as ever. At this point, Andy probably would have stormed the front door and screamed something at me in front of her bedroom. So Judith and I are likely the only ones here. I take a seat in the living room while Judith half skips to half runs to the kitchen. After a deep breath, I notice something pleasant ascending the otherwise crisp neutral air. Is that vanilla? We still have some sweet tea left over from last time. I'll pour you the rest of it, and we can chat for a bit. There's something I need to talk to you about, if that's okay. Judith places a rather large cup of sweet tea on the coffee table and sits next to me. We can watch a movie or something afterwards, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get another chance to speak with you alone like this. She opens a can of flavorless seltzer and drinks a sizable amount before turning her attention to me. Right.
Now then, I'll just get right to the heart of it. You're a great leader, obviously, and I won't tolerate anyone undermining your efforts. You could have spent your last summer vacation doing anything.
Please don't do this to me, Judith.
You could have ignored what happened and goofed off like the rest of us were going to. It would have been completely justifiable. You didn't have to do anything, and yet you chose to rally us together. You chose to spend your last days of freedom risking your life and fighting something far bigger than yourself. And the only reason why you did that was because it was the right thing to do. You did it all because of kindness. It was a kindness to restore this town back to the normal place it had once been. That kindness is what bound us together. We were captivated by you. I still am. If I quit following you, even after knowing what was causing all those incidents, I wouldn't have been able to live with myself. Your kindness pushed us forward. I've never experienced anything so powerful. That power is what allowed us to control the fate of this town. We won, and what we had to do to win was a kindness. So the fact that Violet, who should be supporting you more than anyone else, would imply otherwise in front of everybody, it's justifiable. It's mutiny.
Alright, working out is fine. Well, Judith is above tier girls. Yeah, I love her. She's so sweet.
I guess so. Emil and I were planning a big going away party for you. But after how brutal our last meeting was, I think we all informally decided it'd be better if everyone said their goodbyes individually. Which was wise. I don't think anyone's gotten over it either, so it wouldn't be smart of us to have us all together for your last day. And I don't want your last day in Sirens Call to be ruined. None of us do. I don't know. Maybe this is just me avoiding conflict again. But I'd rather err on the side of caution and have everybody just keep their distance. Because... Never mind. I've said everything I need to say.
I don't think you did, though. You wanna know why? Because I can regress. So I can tell you do have more to tell me. Heh. We're working it out.
That's not going well for you, is it? Otherwise, she'd be with you in some capacity right now. It's clear as day what's going on here. Either you two are fighting, or she's avoiding interacting with anyone out of the shame. Regardless, I'm certain that's what you've been saying. I'm certain that what you've saying to her isn't working as intended. But that's hardly your fault. You could charm a fish right out of the ocean if you wanted to. You wouldn't have made it this far if you didn't know who the right things to say. It's part of your power. But sometimes, with some people, there is no good ending. They're too stubborn to function. So no matter how charming you are, it won't lead anywhere you want. Because... Never mind. I've said everything I need to say.
Except you haven't. There's one more thing you need to say. Is that why none of us are hanging out together?
I guess so.
Oh, no, I already did that one. Crud. Which one did I thought I did the bottom one first. Or was that just with the last guy? Regress. So I guess let's try the bottom one this time. Oh yeah, the Zenless Zone Zero thing. Yeah, that's still going on right now. That sponsor is still technically valid for, like, I think middle of the month, I want to say. Or near the end of November.
Always, I don't want you starting off your new life with a false impression of who you are. Nothing good ever comes from doubting yourself. So if the seed of doubt Violet planted in you starts to grow, the only thing he'll do is sap away your confidence. I know it will. You won't be able to survive on your own if you keep doubting yourself. Violet should know that, and I think she does. So I don't get why she would plant that little nugget of doubt in your head like she was doing you a favor. It's just really mean. She's supposed to be in love with you. She should have created an environment where you could believe in yourself. Because...
Ah, we got more lucidity. Lucidity. There we go.
Never mind.
I've said everything you need to say, and now you have. I went to go gaslight my mom to go... What else? That is a sentence there, ref. Just a little bit more stuff with Judith and our history with relationship with Violet.
Forgive me, Violet's your girlfriend, so I'm sure you can see the value in her actions. Just please don't take everything she does to heart. You're a kind man. You're heroic for doing what needed to be done. We all are. And even if she might not want to admit it, Violet is too. Anybody in her situation would be. And now this town belongs to us. What? So, let's enjoy ourselves while we can. Forget about what's done. It's done. I don't think it is! Just putting that out there. Judith gets up from her seat, grabs the TV remote off the coffee table. Thank you for letting me vent. How's your sweet tea, by the way? I know you prefer it a little warm, but is it still good like when it's like this? I reach over for my glass and take a hearty gulp. It's not too sweet, but still has a kind flavor, just the way I like it. I give my friend a reassuring thumbs up. Perfect. Let's watch something lighthearted this time. I want our last day together to be a fun one, okay? In the end, Judith and I ended up watching her favorite movie one last time, the one with the rock star and all those puppets. I really saw the appeal in it, but I know the movie is a comforting part of her childhood, so I sit through it for her sake. We don't have much time left to talk afterwards, though. Judith hands me a few things I would have otherwise left at her house and walks me out to the door. I know you were probably bored watching that with me again, but I still appreciate it. Thank you for being everything that you are. Please, take these. She hands over a plate of gift-wrapped macarons. I was making those before you came over. That's why I couldn't come to the door immediately. I wanted to keep them a big surprise for you as long as possible. I wish I could do more, though. I relate to that. I wish... Judith dives into me and buries her head into my shoulder. I meant everything I said, you know. The kindest man I've ever met. Never allow anyone and let you think otherwise. Never. She's so cute, I love her. Judith backs away from me and begins making her way inside. I'll see you soon, okay? Stay sweet. She's so sweet, I want to hug her. Annie is married to her muscles. So that's why I can't date muscle girls. They're already married to the beef. They're married to the grind. Of mice and men. Whoa. Oh. Watch out! College boy coming through. Oh, okay. Sam, I think we read that earlier. I find myself at the local library. Lucky for me, Emil is here too. As absorbed as he seems in his reading, I can't help but feel as if he was aware of my presence the moment I stepped into the lobby. Ah, you're here. Excellent. Glad you can make it. We'll have to keep our discussion down. Unfortunately, we'll have to keep our discussion down, unfortunately. There's a chess tournament happening on the other side of the library. Did you finish your copy of the book, perchance? Yep, finished up yesterday. Fantastic. There's lots of juicy stuff in it that I really like to dig in with you. So if I can already regress, that's early. I miss playing chess. I used to be in my elementary school chess team. It was fun. I see. Well, that's no trouble. I was about to finish my second read through anyway, so that should give you time to finish up. If anything, it might be better this way. I'd argue the ending is easily the most important part of the book, and I'm sure you'll come to agree. And this way, I'll be fresh in both our minds. Just give me a second to go to the bathroom, and then we can get started. By the time I take my seat and fish out my copy of The Stranger, Emil has already made his way back to me. After a brief acknowledgement of his presence, he sits down across from me and begins reading. The techniques the author uses is remarkable. He writes in such a way that, although Mersault is detached, he's still quite relatable. Hardly the heroic type, though. We're just distancing ourselves, Emil. While he's technically the protagonist, and is clearly in a pitiable situation, I can't say he doesn't deserve what happened to him. Tell me, what do you think Mersault's greatest sin was? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. His refused, the actual murder. He shot the guy 5 times.
He's refused to be an honest member of society. I see. Sign of the people, then. I agree to an extent. I'm having trouble recalling a single moment in the work where he chooses other people's needs over his own desires. It's a bit childish in a way. After all, he is a grown man. He should know that sometimes you have to play the game. You can't live a fulfilling life on carnal pleasures alone. Smoking, drinking, and sex can only get you so far. You need to have some sort of meaningful connection with the people around you. When that old man's dog disappeared, and Holt made zero attempts to comfort him, he told me everything I need to know about his character. Even if your sympathy is fake, you should still act on it. Letting others is how you form connections, after all. And as social creatures, connections are what give our lives meaning. They are what helps us reach out and find the truth. Marcel should know this, and likely does, but feigns ignorance in the pursuit of his own desires. It's not something worthy of death in and of itself, but even as Marcel implies, it's a lifestyle that can ultimately lead to an early death. Pretty sure I had Emil's shirt when I was in high school once. I feel like a lot of us of male origin had a Hawaiian shirt like that at some point in our lives. Because I sure did back in middle school, and now it's gone. I don't know where it went. Realistically, my mom probably got rid of it, but I remember having one of those back in middle school of all places. Closest I have nowadays is a blue one that has TARDISes on it, because Doctor Who, woohoo. I think our hero's fate might be ascribed to a conflicts of different factors, rather than just one fault he'd have as a person. Let's regress, so I could pick a different scenario. What if we said the actual murder? I respect the pragmatic nature of that answer. In a purely legal sense, yes, you are correct. While one could argue that he is complicit in the violence against Raymond's girlfriend, the crime Marcel is charged with is, of course, murder. He might have been manipulated by Raymond, but ultimately his actions are his own. So yes, you are technically correct. And like Ashton always says, technically correct is always the best kind of correct, and that's why Ashton is awesome, because I say that a lot. Even so, that viewpoint doesn't give us much to chew on. Don't kill each other is a rather elementary message, so I'm pretty sure what Camus was going for when constructing his work. Still, musings aside, murder is a terrible crime, so I can hardly fault you for thinking that is Marcel's greatest sin. I'm sure the most dangerous minds in existence have fancied themselves as philosophers and intellectuals, and in doing so lost track of life's most simple truths. So at the end of the day, the viewpoint of yours might be the only one that truly matters. My question might have been a bit too reductive, though. Regress! And now, he's practically faultless. Society failed him. That's a rather spicy take. I'm not sure I entirely agree with the fatalist overtones of this statement. When he was given the gun by Raymond, Marcel is the one who pulled the trigger. Although I will agree that it is a bit surreal that his personality traits were ultimately what were used to prosecute him. So as much as I don't agree with the whole of your statement, it does present us with a glimpse of the truth. The world has no use for an estranged person like Marcel, and so he was instantly vilified in a court of his peers. The nail that sticks up is hammered down, as they say, but perhaps the swiftness of the hammer is an evil in and of itself. If society has no use for you, then you are purged from society. That's probably why there's so much pressure placed on people like us once we graduate. Still, as heartless as the world can be, ultimately, we are the ones responsible for our actions. Marcel could have behaved in a kind manner, even if it was a fake kindness. He could have refused the gun. He could have run away. But that's not what he chose. As I'm sure you know, choices are everything. My question might have been a bit too reductive, though. I think our hero's fate could be ascribed to a conflux of different factors, rather than just one fault he might have made as a person. The reality is, Marcel is a man of many sins, so trying to narrow it down to one great sin is probably impossible for us. The only one who would know the true extent of his sins would be Marcel himself. Or in this case, the author. I doubt outsiders like us are adequate judges. Still, it makes for fun discussion. I'm glad Juice was kind enough to recommend this one to us. Emil holds up the book in his hand and smiles. As always, she has remarkable taste. This is why Judith is best girl, so as far as I'm concerned. Don't... yeah. Y'all peasants better be keeping track here, alright? Take notes. Killing is bad. You hear that, emotional support, Crystal? It's bad. I suppose no surprise that her preferred reading material turned out to be so divine. It's rather grim subject matter for such a classy woman, though. But I suppose this world of ours is full of little curiosities like that, isn't it? Emil checks his pocket watch, furrowing his brow in the process. I'm afraid I'll have to end it here, though. I didn't realize I'd kept you for so long. There are a few things I have to let you know before we depart, however. Emil gets up from his chair and leans in next to me, lowering his voice as he speaks. My hypothesis was right. The underworld is now completely barren. I've been going in after midnight with Ashton to check for hostiles. We've scoured every inch of that place. Unfortunately, it seems like eliminating all of them did not have an effect on what time we can actually enter. We still only have that 10-minute window after midnight. However, for the time being, I think it's safe to assume there was a causality between the sudden death incidents and those monsters. So, as long as things are peaceful back there, Sirens Call should also remain safe. Emil moves back from my ear, now speaking in a much more relaxed tone. I'll likely be doing some more research on that environment after you've left. There's still so much about it we don't know, so until that opening closes for good, I'll make sure our team is both informed and safe. I know this isn't likely nothing you aren't already aware of, but I figured you would gain some degree of comfort hearing this information from me directly. Especially considering recent accusations regarding your actions. Emil bites his lip and breathes out a heavy sigh. About that, by the way, I'm willing to observe if Violet's claims have any merit. If there is any object or observable negative change in the population, I'll do my best to record it and report my findings. I'll even take steps to reverse it if that's possible. However, I don't know how much more time I have to gather data before the locker shuts itself forever. So, for the time being, I'll prioritize my field research. I don't know if you two are still together, but if you see her today, would you kind of let her know that I'm willing to be amicable about this, even after her accusations? Emil grabs my shoulder and stares intensely at me, as if his eyes were a shovel digging into wet soil. Know this, even in your absence, we'll keep this town safe. And no matter what is said or what ends up happening, we will keep you safe. You have nothing to worry about. Emil pulls away and smiles. We should probably return our books now, seeing as you're not going to be back here for a while. Shall we then? I'm really liking the story so far. It's really well done. We're only on the first day. We place our copies of The Stranger on the front desk. We thank the librarian, who smiles absent-mindedly as she accepts our returns. Emil, now likely done with the session at the library, escorts me into the lobby. Well, looks like this is it. Well, for now at least. There's still so much I'd like to discuss, but I suppose it's best for us to wait until your next visit. In the meantime, I'll do my best to act as your viceroy. If anything of note occurs in your absence, you can trust me to mail you the details as soon as possible. Emil walks over and shakes my hand, giving me his pocket watch in the process. Thank you for the great discussions. I acknowledge Emil's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Stay sharp. Enjoy it. Yeah. I love getting the... This really does fill in a void for me I didn't know needed to be filled. Just the idea of what happens after the story. It's later than you think it is. What? Okay. That happened. Yeah, I like this idea of it telling the story of after the Persona, after the Megami Tensei, after the Soul Hackers, the which other ones am I forgetting? The Digital Devil Saga. I like this. I like this story that takes place after these events. I think it's really cool. Oh, unplugged my charging cord there. Go back in. There we go. I'm not gonna lie though, there is a part of me that wishes I could be playing the game that happened before this, but I do. This is still really cool. Hey kid, how's your lady friend doing? I don't know. Blah 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 blah. Andy is doing some pull-ups on a set of bright green monkey bars. At first, it almost seems like she's in some sort of trance, completely focused on the rhythm of her workout. Spiral athletics. Ah! Then I step into her domain, and it's like some sort of homicidal jungle predator. Andy flings herself into the air and starts barreling toward me.
Hey there, Slim. Glad you finally made it.
Without missing a beat, Andy stands up straight, walks over, and slaps me on the butt.
Is she really that married to her muscles?
Because that's some introduction.
You ready to run? We don't have a whole lot of time left to dawdle, you know. Come on, let's get out of here.
She's already several yards away from me by the time I'm done processing everything that just happened. As silly as exercise seems right now, I know better than to try and fight her on this. And so I do as I'm told and start jogging after my friend. And I got squats to give her the badonka-dunk. That's what I'm trying my best to be doing right now. Sean built me up a workout routine to help me do something similar. Our route pretty much takes us all over the island. With the exception of a few motivational insults to keep me moving, and he stays mostly quiet as we cut our way through Sirens Call. That is, of course, until we get to his house. And you already met up with him today, you right? So he should be home by now. Andy peeks over a dilapidated fence, staring at the dark grove of palm trees and ferns shrouding Ashton's home. His TV isn't on. I swear, if that boy's out working, I'm gonna bop him into next week. Hey, Trashton! Unless you're ambidextrous, there's no way you're gonna be able to jerk it with a broken wrist. You have the blue ball. You have blue balls the rest of your pathetic little life. Are you good with? I love her. Judith is still best, but I like her. Andy waits for some sort of response. But no light seems to flick on from within the house, and no voices come bearing sarcastic retorts from the bramble. Unreal. Moron. Does he know your body can't heal itself if you keep on pressuring it? If he's out here lifting boxes with his bum of a father when he should be resting... She grits her teeth and begins sprinting away from the property. Oddly enough, the air around me is insult-free for the remainder of our jog. I can't do a squat routine because I still have to give myself time to recover my muscles after I do work out, and I already worked out this morning. And most of my workout is squats, I will just say that much. Andy, for some reason, looks as though she's about to vomit. I don't have any time to rest this before she turns back around and starts jogging again. Sorry, but we're not stopping here. Even if the rest of us are still alive, that school will always reek of death. I can't wash it off, I can't wash it off, I can't wash it off, I can't... Okay! Nothing could change. Come on, I'm not slowing down. We'll stretch this back in the park, alright? Okay! Yeah, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Oh boy. If it feels like hours, we finally make it back to the park. I find the nearest bench and collapse on it. Oh. Annie takes off her hat, throws her legs up on another nearby bench and begins stretching. Oliver, we've been over this. If you don't stretch immediately after running, you're just gonna be sore in the morning. Get up. You need to get a habit of doing this. Get up and stretch. Okay, is the main vibe of this game. Yep. I see. After psyching myself up a bit, I do as I'm told and walk over to Andy. We stretch our bodies, using the crusty wood of the picnic table to prop ourselves up. I hope you realize how important it is to actually be doing this kind of stuff. Even if you're okay with being sore tomorrow, you need to be able to defeat the voice in your head that's telling you to relax. That's the real reason we get to do this, Captain. It's not even really about being healthy. It's more about being able to win every argument you have with yourself. Maybe while you do it, I do it because I hate my body and want to make sure I build up the Chun-Li physique when I can start to transition. That's why I do it at the very least. It's about destroying that part of you that's weak. It's about willpower. No, me being stronger isn't worth our friendship. Andy smiles at me, clearly satisfied with her speech, and sits down at the table, signaling to me that our workout is over. Willpower.
That, I promise you, is going to come in handy once you start doing all-nighters or whatever. At first, you're going to be like, I could just do this essay in the morning. I should sleep, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to be all, shut up, brain, you don't control me. And then you'll think, wow, Andy's so cool for making me stretch. I should go buy her something nice next week when I go visit her and Judy. So, yeah, get good. That was quite the monologue. Good, it better have been. You care about this stuff, Captain. It's important. Judy always goes on and on about how great of a coach I am. But it's hard to know for sure if it's hard to know for sure if you've actually helped someone, isn't it? Like, it's not like I can just use your passion as a metric. Even the most passionate people can mess up horribly when it matters most. And when they do mess up, when they break a leg or split their head on the pavement, then I think that's something worth feeling pretty guilty about. But if the two of you really think I'm hot shit, then that's what I'll go with. Yeah, Judy's right. There's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine at college. You'll be fine. Which reminds me, I'm sure you already know that Judy wants to see you one last time before you leave, right? Regress, because I already saw her. You think college would be that difficult? It's always going to be difficult, Captain. Always. Don't get cocky just because we've accomplished something difficult as a unit. It won't be my fault if you aren't motivated and flunk out of college, or Emil's fault if you never find a stimulating job. Ash won't be there to save you from your boredom, and Judy can't force you to be the kind of person when the world tempts you with cruelty. And all of Violet's love won't save you if you end up hating yourself regardless. Back in the underworld, we covered each other's weaknesses by working together. That's the only reason we survived. But from here on out, you're an adult. Your weaknesses will be your own and no one else's. Which is why I gotta do everything I can, right here, right now, to make sure you're strong enough to beat that weakness out of you. If it's the one thing I can do, it's the only thing I can do. So that's what I'll keep doing. If I could keep messing up my line reads. Or, I guess that's what I've been doing. Today's your last day here. We don't really have a lot of time left, do we? Which reminds me, I'm sure you already know, but Judy wants to see you one last time before you leave. Now we have one more option. Persona 6 needs an epilogue like this. Thank you for worrying about me, Coach. Of course, it'd be stupid if I wasn't worried. As dependable as you are, I don't think anyone could be fully prepared for adulthood. Yeah, all farts like to shoot advice our way any chance they get. But the truth is that an adult is an entirely different beast for each person. We have no way of knowing if what worked for them is gonna work out for us. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I became an adult, I realized I was transgender, and that was something I could not have been prepared for. Despite internally knowing it, still wasn't prepared for that realization. There's damn sure no way you're gonna know what's gonna happen when you get to Asheville. You could get mugged outside the airport, or seduced by one of your dorm mates only to find out they're a mass murderer who keeps their victims' severed toes in a jar. Okay, I'm gonna need you to back up and elaborate on that. Where did that come from? Or, you know, biology might be kind of tough. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna ignore the toe thing. In all honesty, it could be fine. Really, it could. But you don't know what's gonna happen to you. There's no way you can know. So, the only thing you can do is make sure you're strong enough to handle anything the outside world throws at you. If some maniac tries to chop your toes off, I want to be able to make sure you have a strong enough body to take them on. And a strong enough mind and not to panic once you realize what's going down. Because if anything were to happen, well, you're like family at this point. Judy would be devastated. Which reminds me, sure you know that Joe wants to see you one last time before you leave, right? Have you gone to see her yet, Oliver? Yeah, I've seen her. Okay, killer. I know you probably had a date with Violet today or something, so thanks for setting aside the time to say goodbye to my sister. It wouldn't have looked good if you went to hang out with me and didn't acknowledge her. But you probably knew that, didn't you? You knew how rotten that would have been, so you beat me to the punch. How proactive. Anywho, so that was the last thing I was really worried about. If you've already been into the house, then I don't need to go back myself just yet. Might as well keep working out. I'll let you go, though. You've still got people left to see, I'm sure. But you should probably go home and wash up first. You smell rank. Not sure how much your real girlfriend would appreciate that healthy musk of yours, if you know what I'm saying.
Andy leaps from her seat and slaps me on the back, wishing me luck with my future endeavors. I promise her I will and make my way out of the park while Andy starts doing push-ups in the grass. Oliver, wait! Andy bullets towards me, gripping something in her right hand.
I was right to give you this.
Hands me a brand new water bottle. Aw, man. I was hoping it was gonna be like that Fitbit thing that I could train a Digimon in. And I remember those things? I really wanted one. You can't stay hydrated without a water bottle. I mean, you can, but it probably won't end well. And don't worry though, I've never used it before. I had plenty of fresh ones left over from my sponsorship. Make sure it gets lots of use, okay? When I see you again, I'm going to be so ripped that I barely even recognize you. Strap is broken? Dang, that sucks. So get on it! Defeat the weakness that rots with your soul. I acknowledge Andy's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up. Okay? Okay. Thanks for lending us your strength, Captain. I'll see you soon. Stay strong. Monohydrate. Acquire Andy's study water bottle. That thing. Ooh-wee. Oh, okay. I'm pretty much out of time, so I go back to Violet's house and pack the rest of my things. Eventually, Miss Lawrence comes home and we load everything I own into her car. We're about to leave though. Miss Lawrence gets a dangerous weather alert on her phone. Apparently, once a benign tropical storm off the coast has swollen to the size of a massive hurricane, suspending not just my flight, but every flight going out of Florida. Looks like I won't be leaving Sirens Call anytime soon. How unfortunate. Goodbyes failed. Missed friends, Violet. Okay, but how was I supposed to go talk to Violet? Okay. Say goodbye. You're all being stuck in Florida. Oh no. Ooh-wee, ooh. Give Miss Lawrence my regards when she gets back from Denver, alright? Somebody I don't recognize says something to me while I'm walking. That's not as generic as moment is. It's blah 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 blah. Oh goody. This isn't gonna be good. You are really pretty. There she is. Funny, after all this time looking for her, turns out Violet was simply painting something on the beach. I shuffle on over to her right as she's about to snack on one of those famous black bean burgers of hers. Hey there, Oliver. She seems happy to see me, despite me being under the impression she wasn't happy. Gotta go spend time with your girlfriend. Plant myself next to her in the sand like normal. After I'm getting comfortable, Violet kisses me lightly on the lips and buries her feet a little in the sand. It's still really early in the day. Am I the first person who come to say goodbye to you then? How strange. So, anyway, why'd you come see me now? 'Cause you weren't an option earlier? Are you really done meeting up with everyone else? I thought for sure they'd want to hang out with you more. Yeah, that's fair. Sorry about that. I just need to be somewhere lonely for a little bit. Which one did I click? Was it the middle one? More curious why you're here. Yeah, that's fair. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's the one I clicked on. Okay, so now I click on the middle one. Because it takes so long to walk to the beach. Yeah, that's fair. Sorry about that. I just need somewhere to be lonely for a bit. I was looking for you. Yeah, that's fair. Sorry about that. I was just in... Okay, so none of those matter. And nobody really comes as part of the beach anymore. Well, nobody yet, but us, that is. Things kind of feel different because of that. It helps me process things. It makes for good art. I used to be afraid of solitude. But now I think there's a weird kind of power in it. Knowing I don't need to be completely dependent on someone else to make sense of my experiences. That I can just be alone for a bit at the beach, paint, and then suddenly everything that's happened to us starts to fall into place. It's oddly thrilling. Still, I wish Judith and everyone else didn't just ignore me now.
But if I gotta be alone, then I might as well make the most out of it. They'll eventually see your point of view. Is it that true? How can you be sure about that? Oh, goody. So this isn't going to change anything. I'm just going to get the exact same response, I assume. Things should be fine after a while. Is that true? How can you be so sure about that? They're still your friends. They don't hate you. I know it's a great motivational tool, but sometimes too much conviction can be dangerous, don't you think? A little doubt here and there is probably healthy at this point. Take this painting I'm about to start, for example. I know you're used to seeing me do landscapes, but this time I'm going to try and capture the siren that almost ripped off Ashton's hand. Even though I was attacking him, seeing that happen was the closest I think I've ever been to death. At least consciously, that is. So naturally, I'm going to try and turn that experience that's been swimming around in my head into something static and contained. That's my mission here. If I get overly optimistic and think I've accomplished that goal when I actually haven't, then one day I could, I don't know, see some dog chewing on pork bone or something and have a panic attack. Or start screaming after seeing some lions get fed at the zoo. But if I'm patient, if I take my time and doubt myself a little, maybe I'll see something new in the paint that I didn't see before. And sure, maybe I won't like it. Maybe I won't find... Maybe what I find won't even be useful. But it's better than just making my life worse by pretending that everything's fine. That's true. I'm ranting again. Look, the point is, the six of us spent this whole summer being self-righteous and going fast. And now everything's fucked. So I want to take my time in for a little while. That's all. You don't have to try and comfort me with hypotheticals. Neither of us know if everything's going to be alright in the first place. But that's fine. I don't think these doubts of ours are as unhealthy as some people make them out to be. By the way, Oliver, there's something that's been bothering me. It's just, you've been listening to me talk about all this stuff for quite a while now. And whenever you do say something, it's like one sentence and you shut up. You're normally not this passive. It's like you're spending all this time trying to think of the perfect thing to say. I mean, I'm glad that you're trying so hard to be a good listener, but it doesn't exactly make for a great conversation, you know? And, well, it kind of feels like I'm just talking at you and not talking with you. If that makes any sense. She's acknowledging the game! She's recognizing the RPG silent protagonist. Abort! Oliver, abort! Are you nervous about something, love? Has it always... It's been like this for you all day? I'm just not in a talkative mood today. Yeah, Oliver, why are you acting like a silent JRPG protagonist? Yeah, exactly. This isn't a JRPG anymore, it's a visual novel. You have the opportunity to tell them stuff. No, that's not what this is. See? Right now, what you just said. Back up! She knows! I was a little nervous. No, that's not what this is. See? Right now, what you just said. Regress! She knows! That's like listening to you talk. That's how this is. See? Right now, what you just said. You don't need to try and call me like that, Olive. Can't we just talk with each other like normal? Damn it. That's exactly what I was trying to bring up at our last meeting. Everyone in this town is speaking the exact same way. Maureen doesn't chat with me about art anymore when I go to buy groceries. She just says something like, nice purchase you made there. Then hands me the receipt. This music has me uncomfortable. I just want to say it's a good vibe, but oh, given the circumstances, this actually has me on edge. I don't feel right. See, same with the mailman too, and even a bunch of my old teachers. For Christ's sake, Freaky Joe isn't even freaky anymore. It's like everyone but the six of us have been lobotomized. And now you're talking the exact same way. Is this my fault? Is it because we killed the seed? What exactly did we kill, Oliver? Damn it. We ended up acting too quickly. There's no reason why we had to go and solve this shit before you went to college. Just another stupid, arbitrary goal we set to motivate us. We didn't even do this without you. We were being selfish. We could have come back to it later. We could have tried hard to handle things on our own. We could have told the cops we thought it was going Oh, we thought was going on. We could have. Damn it! Oliver, say something! Tell me I'm overreacting. Argue with me. Tell me I'm being silly. You don't have to be a hero anymore. You don't have to say something perfect. Just say something so I know it's really you. Please. Just say something real. Okay. I have to save that one for last. This is so creepy, but just seeing the answer is something real. We're gonna do that one last. I love you. Please stop worrying. No. No, 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 no. There's no regress option. I think I should have said something real. Uh-oh. Let him go. I don't know who or what you are, but I'm sorry. Sorry if we hurt you somehow. It wasn't personal. At least she knows that I'm masking again. It wasn't personal. We just wanted to be heroes. There's a bunch of dumb teenagers that were bored with our lives and wanted to be heroes. Okay? Okay? I'm sorry. We're sorry. So let him go. I can handle the rest of town being brain dead, but not him. He still has so much life to give. So why are you forcing him to be perfect? Wait. Is it because we're dating? Can't make... Is that it? Is that what triggered this? If so, that's stupid. We're gonna break up later today anyway. We have to. I don't care if we're together or not, as long as it means I can have his life back. So I'll do it. I will, I promise. So go on. Let him go. What the? You hear me? I said I'll do it. I should have done this for October. This is creepy. So let him go. She begins shaking my body violently. So let him go. 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 What the? That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid. Where is that from? I recognize that as a quote from something. But for the life of me, I can't figure it out. I've read that somewhere. I've heard that somewhere. Where is that from? I'm gonna be hung up on this. Dragon Ball Z abridged. That's what I was saying. Gotcha. I thought that was like a general thing. It's from Dragon Ball Z abridged. Oh, I think that's Frieza's line. That's stupid, Lord Frieza. That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid. There's my best abridged Frieza voice. I think that's a let him go. Sure. I think. Blue skies ahead complete. Category 1 has been unlocked. Oliver is no longer bound by his self-inflicted role as the Protector. He now has the chance to act independently of that role and its pressures. To keep moving forward, please select continue. Ooh. Discard this useless persona and start speaking up. Main game percentage complete. 6. Okay. So I'm gonna end it there. So I'm gonna make myself some dinner. I was not prepared for any of that. What? When John told me about this game, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's this cool little visual novel. It takes place after your SMT Persona kind of game, and it tells the after story and whatnot." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds kind of cool, but I don't know if that fits Halloween, if this fits the Spook Month vibe. So I'm gonna wait till the month's over." And now I'm realizing this was the perfect game, probably more perfect than Corpse Party. And holy crap! Ah! I love this. I am ecstatic to go see more of this. I had plans to dual stream this and Final Fantasy 1 Renaissance, but now I think I just want to focus on this because this is awesome. I'm gonna go make some dinner. Oh, thank you, John, for telling me about this. Oh my goodness. We're gonna go prepare a raid in the meantime. This is such a cool fucking game.
I used to like not like visual novels and have a negative opinion. Then I played Goodbye Volcano High, and now this. These two will forever live as like some of my favorite things ever. Well, not just things, but visual novels that changed my opinion on the entire genre. Oh my goodness, let's go see who we can go raid. So many people. Let's see. Do you want to see some Phasmo or a Gunpla build? Because via the Gunpla Fluffy is building some models. They're doing Evangelion Unit 2. And Zozo is currently playing Phasmophobia. So I don't know. Which one are y'all thinking? I'm actually going to say we're going to go raid it on V. I'm saying I'm planning to do some Gunpla building streams in the future. So I want to go watch some of that for now. So, in the meantime, I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all on Monday for, realistically, probably more of this. I mean, hell, who knows? Maybe I'll do some of this tomorrow. I genuinely don't know. But I'm ecstatic, and I love this. Also, yeah, Stream Elements just reminded. So I still technically have a sponsorship for ZZZ going on right now. You go download the game right there via the link in the chat. Or on the sponsor ad right there on my About page. You could go do whatever if you want to go play that game. I'm really enjoying it. Still playing it to this day. I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to go cook some dinner. And I'm going to go... Oh my goodness. That game's a lot to take in so far. Anyways, take care and I'll see you all in the future. Your princess says goodbye.